Yo, what up? What's good? What's poppin'? Just wanted to chat with y'all, express some awareness with y'all, some knowledge with y'all. And what I want to discuss with y'all about today is that when it comes down to the school system, the students, and homeschooling is actually better for some students, like if they go to school every day and they deal with a lot of distractions in the classroom. They don't really do a lot of talking. They get bullied, like other kids may look at that kid that doesn't really do a lot of talking. They may look at that other kid as a target. There's nothing wrong about wanting to homeschool your kids. I mean, homeschooling is an option, but for some kids that don't really do well in the classroom because they got to deal with so much distractions, they got to deal with bullying, homeschooling is the best option. When they're homeschooled, they don't have to worry about being bullied. They don't have to worry about any distractions because sometimes as a parent, when you tell the principal that your son, your daughter, your child is being bullied, sometimes the principal won't really do a whole lot about it. So, like, I mean, there's nothing wrong about wanting to sacrifice due to the fact that you care so much about your child's, like learning. Because, I mean, you can actually educate your child at home. I mean, with the way the school system is set up, the school system here in the US is a joke. So yeah, there's nothing wrong about wanting to homeschool your kids, especially, because I also know that like some of you parents you don't feel that like your child is like safe at school because of the situations going on with the school shootings and everything. Like, yeah, I mean, ain't nothing wrong about wanting to homeschool your kids. Some students, some kids do better by being homeschooled. Like when they're homeschooled, they're a lot more happier. When they're homeschooled, their grades are a lot more better because they're not dealing with a whole bunch of distractions like they were in school. They were the quiet one. They didn't really do a lot of talking. They used to get stuff thrown at them in the classroom. They used to get made fun of. Like, yeah, like, and that's the thing about it. I mean, with the way the school system is, like, because I know, like, you parents, like, you say that you send your kid to school to learn, you don't send your kid to get bullied. The thing, yeah, like, bullying, it does get kind of, it is getting kind of, like, out of hand with the way the school system is set up. Like, and also know that some of you parents probably didn't really have a good school life because of the fact that you were bullied in school too. But yeah, I mean, school, and that's another thing too. All of that stuff that your child is learning in school, if you look at my other videos, my past videos, as I break it, like I break it down, they're not, the stuff that they're being taught is not valuable and it's not beneficial. Learning about Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, uh, polynomials, monomials, factoring, trinomials, they're not gonna like use any of that stuff in their real life. You know what I mean? And I mean geometry, algebra and geometry, it is challenging, but it's like now these days you need those courses in order to graduate, and you see y'all probably don't even know how to do any algebra or geometry due to the fact that when you were in school you didn't need it to graduate. See, things be changing over time. I mean, with the way school is now is not how it was back when you were in school. Things change over time. They make changes with the school system every single year. It almost seems like they're making stuff worser because they keep on changing stuff. But yeah, homeschooling is a great option. So like, and that's another thing too. When your child is in school, they're being programmed and brainwashed with a bunch of information that they don't even need, and the teachers also be telling them lies, saying that if they don't pass their state exam, if they don't pass their EOG or their EOC, they're gonna have to repeat this grade or that grade. It's a lie. It all averages out. The state exams don't determine whether you pass or fail, and just like the teachers will tell the students, like they don't make the exams, the state does, and sometimes the state be making errors on these state exams. But yeah, I mean, standardized testing, they don't determine whether your child passes or fail. If you want to homeschool your kid, go ahead, because I mean, like, when your child was when your student was like a little kid, they probably weren't really used to being around a whole bunch of kids. You know what I mean? Ain't really nothing wrong about that. I mean, with it being like their first day, ain't nothing really wrong about that. That's why, homeschooling is a thing, because like homeschool when a kid is homeschooled, they don't have to deal with having students throw stuff at them while they're taking a test, or distracting them, or doing this or whatever. Like there's just a lot of distractions, because now in school, in the classrooms, you have classrooms where there's like 30 to 40 students in a classroom, and like in high school there's only like one teacher in the classroom. Like, you have classrooms where there's like 30 to 40 students in the classroom, and there's only one teacher in there, no teacher assistant. It can be pretty tough. But yeah, I just wanted to spread some awareness with y'all, some knowledge, to let y'all know that when it comes down to homeschooling, ain't nothing wrong about that. I mean, with some students, homeschooling is definitely the best option, so they don't have to deal with a bunch of distractions in the classroom. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, share this video. Love y'all.